I'm not asking you a question, I'm saying what else do you think?
Probably something else, something
I was working in kids TV since I was about 9 years old, and then when I was 11, I was hosting my own TV show every weekday morning from 7 till 9. And that was for Disney, and I finished working for Disney on the Friday and began working on Love My Way on the Monday. I think that Disney had a bit of a heart attack when they saw what I was doing post their show. Yeah, it was a really amazing kind of step up from being this kind of squeaky clean kids show host to playing a pot-smoking, sexually confused character on, 9:30 TV.
So how was that? You were pretty young playing that character. Did you put a lot of thought into the sexuality of the character, or
like the sexuality of a 14-year-old is pretty fiery, regardless of whether they're straight or homosexual. But that wasn't really a part of it.
Later on, we've worked together on a couple of films where you've played gay characters, all played. I guess Mick in Drowning is a pretty blurry character, and then Pino in the film we made, Ostia. So that film went out into the world, and we had a trailer online, and you had just come off The Elephant Princess, so you had a pretty solid international fan base of young audience members. What sort of responses did you get from that?
They did not like it. And some of the comments I was getting were scary. Like, it went from really lovely stuff, admiring the show and the character in the show, to asking me how I can live with myself directly in response to seeing this trailer online. I happened to kiss Tony Poli's character for about 2 seconds.
When Ostia screened in Adelaide at the festival, my family went to see it. And my immediate family are completely, fine. They have no issue with me playing gay characters at all. But my extended family, who don't really kind of understand what it is that I do as an actor, all kind of were going, I can't believe you did that. You had to kiss a guy.
I started when I was 15 years old. My character was supposed to be 16. He's in love with his best friend. And... the whole first season is how he comes out of the closet too.
Yeah.
And he tells his parents and his family he's gay.
Did you get much response from gay audience members, like young gay kids who were able to draw any inspiration?
Yeah, I did. I do, and I did. Like when I was in the show, people used to send me letters to the office, and they were every month tons of letters from boys and girls that told me that my character helped them to get out of the closet and tell their parents they were gay, tell their school, to their friends how they what they are, and face them.
So was the feedback from gay fans mostly people trying to hit on you?
A little bit, yeah.
You didn't get any letters from little lonely boys wanting to come out in the middle of nowhere going, "Oh, thank you."
No, unfortunately I didn't. I would have appreciated those ones from the young fans who are trying to figure out who they are and what they're doing, and because I feel like that's a really important part of why I felt okay about doing the role.
I started on the show just over 2 years ago now. It was funny because, like I said, I did think it was going to be a 2 or 3 week sort of journey, and then all of a sudden it just kept extending and becoming longer. And they came to me and said, "We want to sign you for 12 months." So I had a 12-month contract straight up, and then on the back of that, I've just signed for another 2 years. So you really want to keep the fans happy and give them what they want, because it's their show, it's for them. So. And that's what's really great about this character is it was actually a high demand character. A lot of people would get on the Neighbours forums and asking for a gay character, which is, what triggered the producers' minds to put this in. And, it was really great for me because obviously, like I said, the fans, it's all about what they want, and they really like this character. And I suppose that's kind of what kept me on the show for such a long amount of time. If no one liked the character or myself as an actor or or those things, then I probably would have finished a long time ago.
When you're playing a character like that, you suddenly have this whole community with all this expectation upon you. How does that feel?
Yeah, I think that's good because they mean really good, but I think that it's suddenly a lot of stuff all over you, because you are playing a character, like you're doing your job, you're getting paid for doing your job, and then all of a sudden you're someone with a lot of responsibility, and you have to everything you do in the show has to be, it seems you have to be instructive all the time, and you have to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that wasn't the point of the show. The point of the show was like teenagers doing teenager stuff.
Did it get to the point where you have people reacting to your character's sexuality, like no gay characters wouldn't do that?
I mean, if you do that as an actor, it becomes really difficult to play the role, because you're then playing, an idea for what it is for everybody, and you just can't go forward. Because it's so much of acting is about the specific portrayal of that particular character, and you have to really immerse yourself in that moment and really break it down. If you're kind of thinking, well, I represent the entire gay community, you're just not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, I was afraid of that, because I think there's really serious topic in Spain and all over the world. Like, boys and girls are suffering a lot in their houses, in their schools, and like to be someone who had to teach them how to be happy felt like really a lot of responsibility. And I really liked it, and I really felt really grateful for that. But sometimes I said yeah, thank you very much, but I'm not who writes the script.
What was your process to get into that character's headspace?
I think less so than kind of jumping into the gay aspect or the possibly gay aspect of the character was his kind of thick sense of grief. That was the most important part for me. It was more about that this character was needing to connect and needing to be held and told it's okay, like a child. That's a far more interesting way to come at a character, I think, than, oh, they're gay. How does a gay person move? That's a really boring choice, I think.
You don't have to be stereotypically gay. You don't have to talk a certain way. You don't have to walk or act a certain way to be gay.
One of my first roles out of acting school, I was playing a gay character, and a fellow actor, and I was also straight. We were playing this, these sort of leather bar, queens, basically, in a leather bar scene on Oxford Street, and we thought we were really kind of hip and cool, young straight actors, really out there, in touch with our sexuality, that we can play these gay characters. And the director was gay and was directing us and was really impressed with what we were doing. Oh, you boys are fantastic. And we were going, yeah, great, Anyway, we got voted the worst portrayal of homosexual men by Star Observer magazine for that year. I think it was 1986. We were absolutely devastated, because we thought we were doing this really great thing for the gay community. Look at us, aren't we great, breaking new ground. And you guys thought we were shit,
My kind of take on anyone is that a person is a person, and their sexual orientation, be it gay, straight, bisexual, whatever, is one of the many factors that contribute to making them who they are as a being and as a person. But having to go into a love role and really having to know that this character needs that love to justify this whole storyline, otherwise it's completely useless, and to really have to buy into that and feel that was, I guess, the biggest challenge of the role.
This character obviously was one of the best character I made, because I've been 5 years working on it. I knew how my character moved, how my character could eat, what my character liked in food. Every time they gave me new lines in the same day, and I had to shoot it in 1 hour, I could eat them and know how he'd do it, how he'd react, because it was a second personality in me. I had it inside of me, and it was part of me, but it was so different to me, in the way he moved, in the way he talks, in the way he feels. It was really, really interesting.
You can't help getting involved. I really feel like going through this journey that I I've learned so much about gay people and what they go through, and you know, it may be a little bit different of an experience. Like I'll never truly understand what it's like, but through this process, I can get as close to it as I can, you know, close to the understanding as I can of what it would be like.
I've had quite a few messages from people saying thank you because of your roles have been able to come out, and a lot of the time from the same people who are sending me hate mail, but all from the same kind of fan base, people who had seen the show and who were maybe 10, 12 years old, who were saying thank you for playing these roles, who actually thanked me for it, which I think is really, really special. Really special. And then, like a huge, huge reward of playing these kind of characters.
I want to do all the gay characters and all the straight characters and all the lesbian characters and all the alien.
The fan base is like a good cross section.
I really need to dig down and find something.